Two whales walk into a bar. The first one goes, and the second one goes, Jeff, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's the week of June 16th, 2014. Let's review some reviews. Because of the dying monolith known as E3, we're covering 2 weeks worth of reviews today. First up is the Christina Aguilera dating sim, Tomodachi Life for 3DS. Darren Nakamura reviewed it and had a ton of fun. He says it does what Nintendo does best, namely it's super quirky, full of wonder, and totally 10 years behind the time. Darren gave Tomodachi Life a 9 out of 10. Next up was a game whose release caught everyone off guard. Dead Rising 3 Super Ultra Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha for Xbox One. Chris Carter says that this bizarre expansion for Dead Rising 3 is actually super entertaining. Chris said, quote, Capcom clearly had a lot of fun designing this DLC, as even the title pokes fun at its tendencies and strategies throughout the years. I wonder if it has any jokes about being involved in a hostile takeover. Chris gave Dead Rising 3 Super Ultra Arcade Remix Hyper Edition EX Plus Alpha an 8 out of 10. Also reviewed by Chris was Pushmo World for the Wii U. Chris really enjoyed it, and he said that despite loving the 3DS version, this is the definitive Pushmo experience. For all of you that don't want to spend more to buy this version, just remember what Notorious B.I.G. said, quote, Pushmo money, Pushmo problems. Chris gave Pushmo World an 8 out of 10. Finally, as far as major releases go, we have EA Sports UFC for the PlayStation 4. I say major releases because this game is kinda shitty. I reviewed it, saying that there was a fun game somewhere buried under a ton of complex controls. This goes directly against the art of UFC, where dudes just try and punch and wrestle each other until one of them's really sleepy. I gave EA Sports UFC a 7 out of 10. We've got a few more, smaller games that have come out in the last 2 weeks. Jonathan Holmes gave the NES-like platformer Abin Hawkins and the 1001 Spikes a 9 out of 10. Kyle McGregor reviewed the beautiful yet crappy Entwined for PS Vita, giving it a 4.5. And Chris Carter reviewed Magical Beat, the rhythm puzzler from Arc System Works, and gave it a 7.5 out of 10. So this week was actually pretty good for games, even if we were all still hungover from E3. That's why I'm giving the week of June 16th, 2014, 80,000 Jeffs out of 100,000 Jeffs. If you liked the show, make sure to post on Google+, follow our Pinterest, and send us some yo's. And we'll see you with all more games next week.